Hello, and welcome back to FTB Unhinged. This is the modded Minecraft Feed the Beast series. Not much has changed here. Not much has changed. We'll come over here and have a look at a few of these tanks. There might be a few more machines here. Added a bit of automation here to the coke ovens here. So hopper into the side, which holds wood, and then a chest down the bottom, which gathers the charcoal out for us. Keeps the creosote oil, lots of that. Running a boiler here, which are running two hobbyist steam engines. You might notice that they are actually putting 2 mg per tick out versus the 1.6 they originally put out, and that is if you pipe in steam into a hobbyist engine, it actually increases its productivity, and you can see through there that's where the levers are. We've got a centrifuge here because my mate Crazy Whale has been playing with bees, so he has lots of that, really getting through some seed oil because pretty much everything goes straight to that, making impregnated sticks or something like that. Magma crucible here full of energy, as well as a liquid transposer. We've been playing with that, so on that thought, let's go in here and have a look. Wait, so yeah, we've sort of hollowed out a room back here, and you're looking at everything going, whoa, what is all this? So the two tanks we saw out before they're both I think they're both 2 million millibuckets or 2,000 buckets tanks, which is pretty cool. 2000. And then we have a steam boiler here, pretty cool as well. So it's a high pressure steam boiler, so each one of these plates here can output 20 steam per tick. So there's 8 of them there. I was gonna say 16. I'd made that same mistake before. I was calculating how much steam it would output. So the 8 that are here times 20 means 160 steam per tick. The highest steam engine you can make is the industrial steam engine, and that can take 40 steam per tick. So we have 4 spaces for here, and the reason we've had to switch out to energy conduits is if I had this array here with the energy, with the steam turbines, it would with the steam engines, they would blow up. I thought for a second that was some sort of, I don't know what I thought that was. What was I looking at it from? Yeah. I don't know. As you can see, there is a bit of wiring down here, so we've got liquid ducts all set up, so that's pretty cool. We have an aqueous accumulator probably about here, right? Oh, it's there. So that's where the aqueous accumulator is. It holds a bit of stuff, a bit of water for us, so it's pumping into here as well as into our fermenter here. Now the one thing we are missing, so as you can see, we got plenty of stuff in there. Let's chuck down in this this crafting table. We are missing a base reagent pretty much. So 32. Wow, they made that. What? What? Okay. Compost has gone down massively into what you get, but that's okay because compost is going to go in there, so we are just missing energy. So obviously I'd love to kick this steam boiler off and get that all running, but unfortunately we're not ready for that because we need a good amount for the startup. So the ethanol here, we make biofuel, and then this is the other thing I forgot to point out, the still here. So the still gets biofuel or biomass, and creates what used to be biofuel, which is called ethanol now. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So to start off, we are going to need a lot of things, and a lot of things involve, there we go, I need more sticks to start. I'll sort of make these one at a time. There we go. Probably actually need more stone as we go as well. So we're going to make a Stirling engine. So this is a I was about to say cobble powered. Actually, it is probably cobble powered. That's not cobble powered, coal powered. That. And all we need to do is we need to chuck something like that, turn it on, and then add some power. So as you see, it'll burn charcoal and it'll create power. If we have a look here, I'm silly. There you go. Now it's actually putting power into the system, so that's good. Hopefully it'll reach it. I've got a different idea. Come to me. Thank you. Direct power into. Oh shoot, I don't remember which way was which. Thank you very much. So on, half in, start burning away. Doing something wrong? How do you use saplings? Has my game just crashed? Or I can't do it that way. Let's have a look. Okay, so bio. No. Biomass. There we go. Biomass is created in a squeezer, not what we're looking for. It's created in a fermenter. So we can use fertilizer. I think that was mulch before. Compost, yes. And that. So we can use water in the water side, and we can create that much biomass per sapling. Oops, I went the wrong way. So we got unknown, unknown. So these are sort of bread trees, I'm fairly certain. Oak sapling, there we go. Maybe, maybe not. Go back one. Oak sapling 6. Fruit juice. Oak sapling 6. Water. Fertilizer, compost. Okay, so that should be working. I might just quickly relog and I'll come back 1 second. Alright, so I've got I was going to say the steam engine, the Stirling engine going again. I'm going to chuck some more fuel in it. I don't know, it just didn't start for some reason, which is sort of weird and annoying, but that's okay, we can handle that. While that's going to go, it's going to start making biofuel. I think that's a positive sign, I'm fairly certain. Go, do what you do. Oh, no, it has made biomass. Very small amount, so we may need to have a lot more fermenters going to get as much biofuel as I want, or it may not be as renewable as it used to be. Because actually, let's have a quick look at that actually before I go any further. 0.05 per sapling. Definitely want to get onto that fruit juice, because then we'll get 0.75, so it'll be, what's that, 50% more, which is pretty cool. What else can we make it out of? Oops, I should probably go through the things. Plant balls, compressed plants. No, not really. You're going to give 0.6. Saplings, cactus, 0.1, 0.015. Wheat gives us 0.1. Mushrooms, 0.1. I'm assuming they're the same. 0.15 for reds. Okay. I know that was with fruit juice most likely, and this is going to be the same with honey. Okay, so saplings are still probably the best. I can't actually see any biomass on that just yet, so it's going to keep kicking away. And I've got a big chest here of saplings, so it's just going to keep kicking away. And that's all from that that tree farm that we had over there, so that's very, very cool. So, I'm going to sort of make another couple plates here. Do I have enough? Let's hope so. I actually do, so that's really good. What we're making here is... Maybe I did bring more than enough that I Cool, I actually did bring more than I was thinking. So we're going to make these biogas engines, and the reason we're making biogas engines is because they burn biofuel, and they give us a good amount of power. They give 5 MJs per tick. If we quickly mouse over that, there you go, it says 5 MJ per tick for 10,000 ticks. So you get 50k MJ over however much time that is. That's pretty cool. Obviously we want to get onto this ethanol here, and you can see that there you can either get 4 MJ per tick for 60,000 ticks in a combustion engine, or you can get 32k heat in a liquid-fired fuel box. And this is what this is here, or you can't see what that is. That's how we're going to be getting to that, and we'll start getting bigger and bigger. And look, we actually have some biomass. That's really cool. Really, really, really cool. Let's get going with that. There are caves and above and below us, so that's why we're getting those noises. So for now, I'm just going to put one here. There we go. Like before, we have to adjust. Let's come down here, it's easier. Adjust it to outputting. Very cool. And put another. So I want to get both in the same direction. Both in the same direction, like that. And the one thing a biogas needs is a heat source to get started, because if it doesn't have anything to get started, it can't do anything. And of course, I've run out of levers, and the reason we need another lever is so that you can start making these liquidux transport items. And why am I picking up all the wrong items here? So that's pretty cool. Normally I would be letting it go into that tank, but while I get these going, get this filled up, I'm just going to be pumping it into that, and then once these have been filled, I'll just put another pipe in there, so it'll sort of fill and fill at the same time. Once this gets a good stock in it, we'll start getting the still going, and the still will start filling up the the iron tank. And once the iron tank has a good amount in it, we will start the wonderful, wonderful steam boiler here. We may even make it even bigger to start, but it's fine. And I will probably soon put in, when I get that steam boiler up and running, I'll soon put in a world anchor here, so that is always going, because you do not want the steam boiler to run out of water while it is heating up. So if you introduce water into a hot boiler, it will explode, and it is extremely devastating. Like very, very, very devastating from what I've heard. There we go, we're pumping liquid in, and as you can see, this is getting biomass. It'll have to get a bucket first before it will kick off. So what we might do is we might wait for that to start. Obviously I just wanted this Stirling engine here just to get enough to get us going, and then as soon as that's got enough, I'm going to switch out both of these engines. This Stirling engine for 2 biogas engines, which is going to give us 10 MJ per tick, and that's going to be great. Can't wait. Obviously I'm going to have to figure out either another way of getting compost, or possibly we can use the fertilizer or mulch. Most likely mulch, because I'm going to want to start introducing apple juice into this system, or fruit juice it's now called, so that we can get a 50% extra return on it. And you know what? I've got just enough blocks to block that off. Oh. So that's really cool. And if you're wondering what, not that jump, this one. If you're wondering what this is just the output tank of that to here. Most likely going to put a hatch. Actually, let's do that right now. Have I got fuel? I think I do. Let's do 6. Got plenty of room for 6. There we go. 2 hatches is brilliant, and we don't need to put stairs in because we have jetpacks. Yeah, jetpacks. There we go. So that's pretty cool. Jetpacking up a bit high. Same with that one there. You don't really need to see that, do you? It feels a lot slower. Maybe this is releasing energy differently. Actually, that's actually really cool. It highlights what you're using it for. If I... No, okay. Maybe when it's in there, it might come up for us. Come on. Get going. It has to like get above that line. It's really annoying. Cool. Well, I might wait for a little bit, and I'll come back when it's ready. Alright guys, see you in a second. So I think we're at a point where I can finally get the a little bit more biomass that we have into the thing. I got bored waiting, so I increased the Stirling engines by 1. So let's go. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Go above. You're a jerk. You're a real jerk. Did you know that? There we go. So it's filling up, it's heating up, and bam, takes the biomass. Look at that. We're outputting 5 MJs per tick. Stored nothing. Heating up. So this heat here will get up, I'm hoping, to no higher than 550. And the grid... That is bad. Alright, I gotta fix it. Whew. That was weird. I thought I sort of broke the server. It did take a long time to come back. I have done a backup. And luckily I only did a backup since I've come just before I came back on, so hopefully it's alright. I have tried to have a look at this. I don't know. Sometimes servers crash, you get a bad thing go and it just brings down the server, so cool. This is what I was looking at, wasn't it? It just froze, didn't it? Yeah, so as I was saying, this should get up to about 550. I'm going to stop looking at that. But pretty much buffering energy. Buffering less amount of energy. Cool, cool. As you can see, it's working its way up. Oh. I think I'm tempting fate here. So as you can see, with all these engines here, it just flies through that. So it's like dunk, 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 dunk. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So as you can see, nearly have another full bucket of biomass. Yeah, that's actually true. Another full bucket of biomass. I don't know. I think I might just keep the 1 going for now. When these run out, I'll just take them back. Wait for that to get up there, and then I'll set it off. As you can see, it has its own counter here, so I can show you if it's full or not. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, if you do not leave the this on when this fills up, it'll stop making biomass. So I don't know, depending on how much you need, or if you don't want to make too much and then you want to use other MJs for other things, obviously that might be worthwhile for you, but for me, I don't think that's going to be working. So if we pump that in there now, you'll see that should go all the way up. It is a bit slower than I was expecting. Much slower. Oh, sorry, I'm looking to go up to here, but it's already got 1 bucket, so it's actually gone to 1.5. So that's pretty cool, and as you can see, it's a constant flow, so you may not be able to see it now, but it's actually flowing pretty well. Now that I'm thinking about it, sorry, just going back to this, click, click, oops, click, 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 there we go. No, that's fruit juice. I don't want fruit juice, I want water. That is, I think it used to be 0.8 or something, or maybe 0.5. So its effectiveness has been reduced by 10 times. So we may need a lot of saplings and a lot of fuel, which is okay. Because you can see there, so far, I don't know how many we've gone through actually, but we've probably gone through a few. But that's okay. I will come outside and I'll show you what's happening out here. Yep, there we go. Also, the other thing you might notice, I have spectacles on because I was looking around with my friend at some of the stuff he was doing for the bees. I've actually stopped the cart. Where is it? It's always so hard to find. It's easy, I'll just fly up. I'm fairly certain it's over this back right corner here. He is only at like 26%, or she, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Where are you? You're right here. The trees go around it. As you can see, it's got fuel, but I've turned it off. It's only at 25%, so it's sort of running out. But that's alright, because we have 2 double chests worth of wood stacks. So that, and we've used a good amount of it already, so it just doesn't stop. We've got heaps of apples to crush and heaps more saplings to go as well. Though one thing we're working on, or my friend Crazy Whale's working on, is making a tree. So he's breeding trees and he's trying to get a really high sappy tree with lots of leaves, and and drops apples for every leaf, and that sort of stuff. So we'll pretty much be having wood, apples, saplings, and high sappiness saplings. So hopefully we'll be able to extract, oops, the most potential. I guess probably the best way of saying that. I'll grab some of these while we're here. Wrong button. It's the highest potential of saplings that we can get, and so the highest amount from the saplings we can get. So that's going to be pretty cool. Still micromanaging a little bit. So, hopefully we'll get to a point where we can start automating some more of this, and it'll be pretty cool. Let's go down and have a look at this. Cool. And the reason that's like that is so you can't... no other mobs can get down here. I don't know why I filled that back in. That was very silly. I always feel like I'm going to hurt myself. Most likely will, but that's okay. An important thing to note here is as well is that when you have a liquid in a liquiduct, it won't connect to one. You actually have to hit... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go, that's fine. You've got to hit one of the ends and connect it. So now we have some fuel going into the pipe, or the tank out the front. It has 0 in it. Have I connected it? Yeah, I have. Let's do this. Just want to see some in it. Wow, it just does not want to go in. Or maybe it's less than 0.1 millibuckets. It's quite possible. Go around here, we can hopefully see it being pumped in. Yeah, very slowly. Not much. Are you going to come over the wall at me? You would. Joke. Where are you? Come back here. Fight to the death. I think I'm going to win though. Yeah, I am. So... nothing. Really? Really nothing? Okay. Yeah, they've very much so nerfed the amount of biofuel you get per sapling. Which is a problem and not a problem. It's just something we've got to think about as we're using. 3 buckets. So almost gone through the first one to generate 3. Not horrible. Not horrible. Hopefully... I got an arrow in the back. Really? I pressed F6. What does that do? Hopefully nothing. I got an arrow in the head and in the back. So not only have I been shot in the back through the jetpack, and I've been shot pretty much inside of the brain. You know what? That's actually a good photo. Oh, it disappeared. That's right. I got a photo before it disappeared. Excellent. So I think I've been through actually a lot of time. I will check this episode, but if not, guys, I hope you like this episode and we got into some power generation. I actually don't think this is going to be the end of the episode. I think I can do 1 or 2 more things, quick things, before we head off. So yeah, guys, actually I'll be with you in just another minute.